That's shallow, right? No, fjords and archipelagos. Okay. Oh, well, I don't know. I thought that might have been a useful task. The British do get a lot. Naval speed and damage. That'll do. I don't want my best guy in charge of the subs necessarily. I'm trying to make the world safe for us. Yeah, 270k manpower is quite low to start with. We shall have to work on that. We do have the benefit of being able to recruit some of our... Unless they change this, I'll take a look at this in a minute. Some of our puppets, which I think we can use Indian manpower for our armies. We'll go take a look at that. I'm going to put in a military theorist. Grand battle plan expert. I don't want Montgomery. I'm not doing grand battle plan anyway. What does he do? Naval experience. No, it's the military theorist I want. Because this starts generating military XP, which I can use to not upgrade the divisions, but to redesign them. These guys haven't been in training. I'm a fool. The Royal Tank Regiment. That's not much use. Cavalry. Cavalry ain't much use. Let's switch those to motorized. Let's do it. I don't find a whole lot of use for cavalry playing as Britain. Let's get them training. Tell the US to hurry and build the Sherman so you don't have to use the M3 and M5. Or we get British tanks in this. We get some really bad ones. You get the Crusader. The Matilda's classed as a light tank as well, which it seems odd. It's got high speed. It doesn't really matter. It's just a bit of flavour. I'll show you in a minute. I was going to show you about recruiting the puppets, wasn't I? We'll get back to that. Oh, sorry, I missed a... I've got the wrong thing covered up here. Cat75, thanks for the follow. Where are we? So I wanted that, and then I can start redesigning my destroyers. And we'll go for the 36 submarine hulls as well. Did they model the Gurkhas? No, not exactly. That's interesting, actually. I've never thought about that before. Where's Nepal? It's here. Now, Gurkha regiments were recruited from there, and they did have the Gurkhas in World War I and II, but this has got nothing to do with the British Empire at this point, so they don't model Gurkhas. They do model... yeah, I can recruit soldiers from the British Raj, India, or British Malaya. And if we have a look at either of those, they should have... yeah, stack more manpower. So, what's British Malaya like? They've both got stacks of manpower, which is... oh, this is British Malaya. Hang on. Not so much. Not so much. Okay, let's build an army of infantry divisions, I think. We'll nab the manpower before they use it for something. So let's pick the British Raj. Now we can use either their infantry divisions. We can copy one of their templates if we want. Can we not... yeah, I think that's mine, so... Normally you can use your own in this. I wonder if they've changed this. Anyway, I'll copy that one. So now it's basically my division, and I can edit the template of it when I get some XP to spend. But when we train them, it uses their manpower. So let's whack that up. And they can train these guys in... has to be in their core provinces, I think, so, or their territory. So we'll put them in there. It's going to be the army that stops the Japanese invading. Didn't the Gurkhas mostly fight in the Pacific Theatre? I would imagine they would have done a lot. Well, yeah, I haven't read any accounts of them fighting in North Africa, but I might be completely wrong about that. A lot of Indian troops fought in North Africa, so I could be wrong. So yeah, we've nabbed a load of Indian manpower. We're just short on equipment. That's what we're really short of. But that'll be an entire army over there, and we can add artillery and stuff to that later on. So where were we? We got the subs done. Oh, let me make another task force for the Navy. Let's get all the destroyers. That'll do. 200? No, no. 132. Put them there. We'll call these the... These are going to be the escort destroyers anyway. And we shall ship them out to Belfast for training. Will we? We will. Get them training. There, look at the fuel. That's why I don't set the entire fleet off training in one go. First thing he did as India is try to break ties with Britain and invade the Soviet Union. That's bold. That's very bold. Didn't work out well. I've seen the Soviet Union just completely collapse in this game, which seems a bit surprising. Can we get some better tanks on the go? Yeah, these Vickers too. The Matilda's classed as a light tank, which I don't have a problem with, but it's they're also fast, which Matildas weren't. But this is just for a bit of flavour. So, like, we've got the Vickers, which it was classed as a heavy tank. It wasn't. It has no armour. But in this game, it does. Because it's just, say, these models, they're just flavour text for the nations, which is fine. Like, the Crusader was probably more of a light tank than the Matilda was. But the British didn't really didn't designate them as light, medium, or heavies. They had, what's the word I'm looking for? They had infantry tanks, like the Matilda and the Valentine, and cruiser tanks. That's what I was looking for, which were supposed to be a lot faster and effectively like the cavalry of old. I think Matildas are adorable. We'll get some Matildas going. Let's go. Let's go. We have to at some point decide what we're doing in the Far East. So we probably want to hold as much of this as possible. And I think we'll probably do forts along... Can we build forts in Malayan territory? We can. Okay. Go on then. We shall... What should we do? Up to level 5? We'll go up to level 3. I don't need to worry about this just yet, actually. We'll do 1. It's not a good area to hold, but we'll see. We'll see. So I've got a spare military factory as well. Excellent. So we've got reinforce the empire done. Service overseas. Some bonus experience for the army. We can't do the shadow scheme yet. What do we need for that? More than 5% world tension. Oh, nothing's kicked off yet. That's why. Okay. We shall come back to that. Let's go with... I think that's all I can do, actually. Service overseas. Which is it's fine. It's what we want anyway. Anyone who's played as Finland in this one, you have an interesting decision to make early on, because the USSR tries to either tries to claim territory or goes to war with you. I think the Finns usually hold out, as they did historically. But I've seen Finland stay out of the war entirely. I've seen it gobbled up by Germany. So it's I think low manpower compared to the nations might make playing Finland tricky. But any of these nations, Scandinavian nations, probably quite tricky. Let's set this up anyway. What do we need to build? I'm gonna need a lot. I need more trucks. But I'm gonna need a lot of these as well. I'm gonna need a lot of everything. Let's get going. That'll do. Holds the biggest colonial empire in the known world. Doesn't have world fame. Talking about me? Oh, hi, Pranaman. How are you? Everyone's name's in purple text today. Don't see you come in there. Your dad repaired tanks and other military vehicles for a very long time till he retired. None of my family, as far as I know, have ever served. Any family members, I think. December 36. Yay, we got the Hurricane. We'll get building those straight away. Do I want the carrier variant? I probably do. I won't need a lot of carrier fighters in this game. I might probably put one factory at them, but I think I'll want... Yeah, go on, I'll go with those first. I like tactical bombers. Let's switch that up quickly. So we'll take away... I don't need... I will need a lot of artillery at some point. I just want one factory to start with, just to get it building. I'll do. I'll take one away. Actually, that's gone straight into that other thing, hasn't it? Oh, it's gone into that. Okay. There we go. Fighters? Oh, I thought it was 624 Hurricanes. No, they're the stock of the old crap ones that I've got, which are not so clever. Tempest and Thunderbolt are the best looking planes you've seen. Oh, nice. We got that submarine hull. And the depth charge thrower. Okay. Let's take a look. We want torpedo tubes. And... Should probably focus on something else. We'll get those. I'll want some... I never actually end up using those, though. The idea is to make, like, scouting cruisers, which is a good idea, but I never end up using them. So I'll maybe just hold off on that. Naval doctrine would be good. Convoy sailing. Let's get that. We're getting ready. What did I just create? It was 1936 submarines, wasn't it? So what we'll do... We're going to create a new model of sub. Just make it nice and cheap. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's delete that. A nice cheap submarine. Where's it gone? That's the one. Have I got naval? I've got loads of naval XP. Great. So we're going to switch this for mine laying. Level 2 engine and level 2 torpedo tubes, just in case. Give it a mine symbol. Now you can use the pre-war submarines for this. They're even cheaper to build and they lay mines just as effectively, but they don't have as much range. So that's why I go for these ones. Let's do that. Where have I put them? Should be able to see that nice and easy. Big mine symbol. No. There it is. And we'll set... We probably only need a couple of dockyards in that. 7th of March. That's going to be 3 months. Okay, maybe we'll have 3 on those, and we'll set those to appear. Yeah, stick them in Belfast, and I can find them. And did I say... No, we won't worry about the destroyers just yet. We're okay for them. Oh, cheers, Pan. You changed the colour of your name. Good lad. I can see it standing out a mile now. Purple must just be the in colour at the moment. I might change the symbol on that just to anything else. Escort destroyers. Give it a big shield. Make it green. There we go. Aha, hang on. Pause. Pause, 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 pause. Oh, service overseas is finished. Should we go with... Yes, we can go with this now. Excellent. The shadow scheme. As the world tensions increased. And we can modify the government. I think we'll have... someone who gives me a bit more political power. That's a lot. What have we got? Armaments organizer. Nope. Quartermaster. Air base, naval base, radar station. That's quite a lot of construction. That's quite good. Doesn't give me any political power. 15% on all those, though. What am I going to like? What am I going to use? I mean, radar stations and naval bases. I think I'm going to go for the political power guy. Which is this one. 5% ideology drift. I don't think I need that. This one, 15%. Yeah, let's go with that one. We can switch these around if we need to. You watched A Hidden Life, where an Australian refuses to go to war for Germany and gets the guillotine? Is that Based on a true story. Not a great film, but shows how cruel governments and life can be. That sounds... I don't think I've heard of that. Hi, Indigo. And Major Baxter, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So how is our fleet of destroyers? Oh, they're training up fast. Nice. Doing well. We've got some more dockyards. Oh, let's pound them. Oh, I see where the stuff's finished. Let's pound them in there. That'll do. Come on. We need. It's slow going, but we need these military factories coming on as well, which will start soon. Got the Matilda. We've got the torpedo launcher. Excellent. Anything else sub-wise? There's nothing. I mean, these are good to have. They reduce your... That one in particular reduce your chances of critical hits against you. But I think we need to catch up with some other stuff. Yeah, going on. Let's go for the... Oh, hang on. What are we on? 37. There is some more industry stuff to do. Yeah, let's do that one first. I think if I got... Yeah, I've got 2. Let's get that. Get the industry sorted out. Totally forgot today's Friday, stream day. Seems to be going a lot more successfully. Tell you what, the Netherlands server for Twitch has fixed the issues with the frame drops. I've had 0 since switching here. So it sounds like the Netherlands have... They might be about to be invaded by Germany, but in the future, they're going to have great internet. Yeah, weekend stream might be a thing as well, I hope. I hope, this weekend. I'll try and make it happen. Is it Friday the 13th? Oh, God, it is. No wonder things have been breaking down. Oh, Austrian, not Australian. Right, sorry. Yes, that makes more sense then about the guy who wouldn't fight for Germany. Oh, we've got this again. Excellent. Let's pause this. Let's get some regular submarines built as well. I will set these off. We've got enough XP to do this. Where's my 36 subs gone? 1936. No, not the mine subs. Sorry. Damn it. I'd like if this symbol was just bigger and brighter and bolder, because I miss them all the time. Let's modify that. Is there not a standard one? So, because I'm going to have to spend more points, aren't I? Yeah, oh well. I am. Take that out. Torpedo tubes 2. That'll do. And we shall call that... Should I have duplicated that? Is that going to change my mines? I think it is, isn't it? Cancel that then. Clicking the wrong thing over and over. Right, try again. So we alter that. I think they've made it because it didn't used to do this before. I think before the last patch, and I think they just brought it in line with divisions, which makes a lot more sense. So duplicate it. Now we can change it without overwriting it. So 1936 strike subs. I'm actually going to have a nice strike force of subs because I find them really good in this game. And let's just change that to torpedoes 2. Save. I think that's done. Oh, let's put that to... There we go. Save. Done. That one's strike subs. Bring up the list a bit. We can take 3 out of that. 3 should do. It should do, I hope. Get them on. Oh, sorry, Finsandy's Nightbot wiped you out there. Let's see. We've got someone else for the government again. Do I want that guy after all? That political advice, that quartermaster guy is quite good. I will. We'll get things built fast. We'll go with that. And the factories. I like this stage of the game. I like preparing for the war, trying to get things built up. I'm probably not building up as fast as I should, but I do enjoy it. Don't think we've got the other... I'll put it into that for now. Now, divisions. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there.
Ready, sir.
How's this doing? We're going to take out that guy and that guy. Just move them over there. They're going to form, I guess, the 8th Army. Ready to go out into the Mediterranean. That'll do. I'm going to call them the 8th Army as well, because I know exactly what they're there for. Oh, God damn it. Held down shift too long. We'll give them a different commander. Who have we got? Who actually fought out there? Alexander, I think, fought in North Africa. Politically connected. Jock Campbell, Oliver Lease, Dempsey, Wavell. He definitely did. Go on then, I'll stick... Actually, they're going to be in fighting. I'll put a good guy in. William Slim. Harold Alexander. They're both good. Let's do that guy. Did Old Hearts of Iron move things with little arrows up and down? Now drag and drop? Yeah, it's better. Well, from what I've been told, I didn't actually play the other games, but from what I've read on forums, people prefer this. They prefer the organisation of the armies in this. People say it was a little bit overkill on the older games. We need to change the colour of that. That colour is horrendously close to the one. 8th Army. I'm making it brown because when I was a kid, I had a set of little 20mm plastic 8th Army soldiers, model soldiers. And they were brown. Plastic kit was brown. I don't know why they were brown. Brown moulded plastic. So it always reminds me of that, though. Got a new army forming up over here. 7. Yep, go on. We can merge them in. Excellent. The Shadow Scheme. Which does nothing now, but if war kicks in, we suddenly get 4 military factories. I think. Yes, we do. And this... research bonus. I want to go down for this anyway, for the extra research slot. Find it hilarious if you'd have the option to assign Douglas Haig on the Western Front. He wasn't there as a general, was he? What you can do is you can change the names of these commanders by editing the files in the game. And I know one streamer who... he has to mess about a lot with spreadsheets to do it, but he names his commanders and armies and units after his subscribers in Twitch, which is a really cool idea. Yeah, I know Haig was the World War I commander, but I don't know at what time he retired from the army. I would have been amazed if he was still in service in World War II. I think he was getting on a bit, even in World War I, but yeah, I don't know what happened to old Haig when he retired and when he died. O'Connor was brilliant, was captured early in the war. I did not know that. Right, these... training up. Oh, these guys who are training, what I'll do... oh, pause. Let's form them into just a second army, just for training purposes, because I don't need the whole lot of this. I mean, these guys are done for now, so we can turn that off. These are reinforcing. I mean, this tank, if we look at the template on this, it's massively underpowered. It needs a lot more tank squadrons adding in to be any good. And the motorized ones are much better, but they'll be fine for early war, I think. We've got a bit of XP now, so what I'll do, I'm going to edit the basic infantry division. What have I got? I've got 22 XP. Yeah, I'm going to go for the 7 infantry and 2 artillery as my basic infantry division. I quite like it like that. Can I change that to anything? I do like having recon in, but I don't need it just yet. I'm not building anti-air. I'll save it at that for now. That'll do. We will change that to anti-tank. I like having anti-tank support guns in. Hey, Urus. Historical UK, you mean spilling tea on German planes. Is that what they did? We're going to go down that way. My army sounds like hooligans. That's the British Army. Definitely. Like the greatest Red Army is the strongest. It's funny watching the AI play as the USSR in this, because sometimes they stay out of World War II altogether. Which I find quite funny. Oh, I should probably edit that as well. Now this uses more XP doing it this way. Oh. Actually, I don't need to. It looks like China's kicked off a war with Japan, or vice versa. If I do this, if I do it this way, let's switch to their divisions. I either wait for them to make the template, or oh, I can't. I think what I have to do then is go back to that. It looks like they've changed the way that works with the puppet manpower a little bit, so I'll change this. And I'll put the artillery in this as well. Combat width 20, that's what I like. Burns a bit of XP doing it that way, but it's fine. Capture the fascist layer. Abolish capitalism. That sounds like a good Soviet plan. Hindenburg incident. So the Hindenburg wasn't a disaster in this timeline. A close call indeed. See, there is a slight randomness to some of the events. How's Spain doing? Oh, nice, we got the Wellington done. We will go for the carrier version of the Hurricane. It won't take too long to get that. This is Republican Spain. Looks like they're losing. Well, I mean, they have a... they're cut off there. The Nationalists have most of Spain. It looks like they're going to win. I've only ever seen the Republicans win once in about 10 games or more. Let's just change this. We'll set some tactical bombers off. 9 a year. That's not exactly going to get me an air force, is it? Yeah. Where are we on for construction? Oh, we've got 9 more factories coming on, so what we'll just boost those up by... We'll need a lot more fighters. We're going to need a lot of everything. Look at the artillery. Look what we need there. Wow. We're going to need a lot more factories. Is that a song you're reciting there, Euros? That's the end. Oh, it was a song. Okay, I thought it must be the way you were coming up with the lines like that. Let's see. What was I going to look at then? What was I just... Oh, dockyards, right. Let's take a look. I don't want to set the new destroyer model off going until I've got radar and research to put on. We'll just pile these in here for now. Anything else? No, that's okay. Okay, we'll build some extra mine lanes. Oh, I've got loads of spare dockyards. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I like to see. It's a Russian patriotic song. What's it called? Improved machine tools. We'll go for the extra factory outputs. And fuel might... Where did that go? Where did that go? Was it because I've set my destroyers off training? And we better trade for some more oil, I think. Let's say somewhere less factory. I can get them from the good old Soviet Union. But I'm less likely to get destroyed with stuff going that way rather than towards Europe. So we'll go with United States. It uses more convoys up, but that'll do for now. I don't have enough civilian factories to afford too many. Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Belaya, Armia, and then something Baron. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, mate. I have no knowledge of the Russian language at all. How are we doing? We've got my Indian army. Why is that one? Why have the rest been given equipment and not the one in the middle? Strange. Anyway, industrial efforts. What did we just get? Research bonus for industry. Nice. Let's get the research slot going as well. If we can get the technological advantage, it will help us out. Mr. Chamberlain shall seek to form a government. Here we go. Yeah, we get the penalty to war support. Luckily, it's not too much. We're still over 10%. But we get a better factory output, so it's not such a bad thing. We can live with that. The question is, can I change to... No, I can't. That's why I didn't change this earlier, because I knew this change was coming. And if I'm in civilian economy, am I in the right one there? Early mobilization and lose the war support, you get a massive penalty. So, okay. That kind of sucks a bit, but we shall have to live with that. Industrial concern, what's that one? Industrial research speed, electronics. Let's go electronics.